Okay, so I've got like this little theory about the Fantastic Four, and I mean, yeah, I probably have to show this one because it's the most recent one, but I'm not going to be using it because why these people could probably, well, it probably could go for them, it doesn't work as well. I mean, these guys are fine, right? It's probably like a reference to the original Fantastic Four movie, considering that was about 1980, and that is basically when this movie is meant to take place in, well, some sort of 1980 place or something. But the Fantastic Four that I grew up with is, well, this one. And this, yeah, makes a lot more sense with like these people, right? So my whole theory is that with the Fantastic Four, like their abilities is kind of like their personalities. More like it's basically what Sue Storm thinks about all of them, how she would describe them, right? Let's talk about ages first because, yeah, that might make sense. I don't know really. But if I was to guess how old they were, um, could be like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Sue Storm, she would be about 30. Reed Richards, about 32, right? Somewhere around there. Johnny Storm, I reckon he's about 27. And then with the Thing, I'd say he's about, it's probably 45, right? But I'm probably just going to say like 60, but that is probably too old when I think about it. But it does make a lot of sense when I say like he's that old. So, with Mr. Fantastic, basically about him is he likes work. I don't really know much about him, but basically he's like really smart or something like that. He might be a scientist or an inventor or something. Basically, he really likes to work. And with my like whole theory, Sue Storm would think that he needs to be like more flexible, make time for her and all that. But instead, he gets the power to, stretch around and does he do more work after that? Does his abilities make work easier so he just does more work? I don't know really. Anyway, with that whole thing, Sue Storm kind of thinks that she's like invisible to like Reed Richards. Like basically, he could be looking like between her and something else, and he was like look straight through her, like she was invisible. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, Johnny Storm being like a little brother, he's got a bit of an ego. Maybe like a hothead, hotshot. Yeah, I don't know. And then with like the Thing or Ben Grimm's or whatever it is, with him being a bit older, uh, Brooklyn guy, something like that. Brooklyn guy about 50, 60, He's like real stubborn. Maybe a bit arrogant, head stuck in stone or something. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, this is kind of like the original Fantastic Four movie, and as you can sort of see, it does kind of resemble like the 2025 movie. Yeah, like these guys. Suits are sort of similar. I don't know really. I also want to talk about the Incredibles because the Incredibles and the Fantastic Four are pretty similar. I reckon I heard something about when they were making the Incredibles movie, they actually had to change like some of the powers because it was too close to like the Fantastic Four, right? But anyway, yeah, let's just talk about them as well. Yeah, sort of like the same thing, like their personalities. I kind of like their powers as well. Like Mr. Incredible, he's like the big strong man that thinks he can just like fix every problem by like punching. And in the movies, he finds out that he can't really do that all the time. Elastigirl, uh, yeah, with Mr. Incredible, just thinking he can solve everything by punching stuff. She has to be like the flexible one, making time for him, Yeah, I don't know, really. Then we've got Violet. She is pretty shy. I don't know, she likes to stick to the shadows, blend in. Hopefully no one sees her. That's how she likes to get around, and yeah, I'm not sure why she has force fields, but that's why she can go invisible or something. Flash, yeah, sort of got an ego as well. But it could just be how, like, kids have a lot of energy, and his a lot of energy makes him able to run really fast or something. And then you got Jack Jack the baby, where there's a whole thing like there's endless possibility with like children, so why not give him like every single power? Because children have the ability to be whatever they like. I don't know, really. I do sort of want to make like another video on the Incredibles, but I don't have time right now. So hopefully another day I will have the time to make it. Yeah, we'll just end it here for now. Hopefully this makes some sort of sense or something to someone, but yeah, whatever.